Shora, Balaja Eugene Machlishuk, Bazamlachia be Uidishuk Delango, be Hukag Chabagarak, Ichik Delum. Hello everyone. My Absalogan name is Eugene Machlish, which means fortunate with horses, and my English name is JoRee LaFrance. I am Absalogat and I come from the Greasy Mouth clan, and I am a child of the Ties in the Bundle clan. I was born and raised on the Crow Reservation located in southeastern Montana, and I'm happy to be talking to you today about some of the research that I get to do at home as a PhD student in the Department of Environmental Sciences. This quote by Bear Crane states, "To this day, the Bighorn and Little Bighorn rivers carry the memory of the 7 sacred rams. We were told to never change the names. They have retained their ancient names, assuring that the land will always be ours." This quote is referring to the teaching that was given to us by Chilapsapo, the 7 sacred rams. We have a story of Chilapsapo saving a young boy named Big Metal, who was actually pushed off a cliff by his father and was caught up in a tree in the Bighorn Canyon. They spoke our language to each other, and he was raised into a warrior by these 7 Bighorn rams. And I've actually visited this exact spot of where this happened. And we are taught that the Bighorn Rams are the keepers of the Bighorn Mountains, and the Bighorn Mountains are the reason why my people are where we are. They told us that we will always continue to exist as Apsalogat people as long as we keep those names of the Bighorn Mountains, Bighorn River, and Little Bighorn Rivers. And for me, I chose this quote specifically because it speaks to my responsibility as an Apsalogat woman. And I have taken the simple teaching of keeping these names to a deeper level. I want to ensure that my people can always access our rivers and thrive on this land in the same way that my ancestors always have. And so, to be honest, I feel very fortunate to be able to do research on my land and within my own community. After all, I just want to be a good ancestor in all that I do, including my PhD research. I am continuing to do my best in centering Apsalogat worldviews and our understandings to guide almost every step of my research and just any work that I do in general. And so this has definitely been both a blessing and a challenge. So my research actually takes place in the Little Bighorn River watershed on our 2.3 million acre size reservation, which is located in southeastern Montana. I actually grew up along the Little Bighorn River just as my ancestors did my entire life, and we still use the river in many ways. So we use the river for ceremonial, cultural, and sustenance purposes, but in a more contemporary sense, we do use it for recreational, domestic, and municipal purposes. So, specifically talking about my research from a hydrologic perspective, I am trying to understand the connection between seasonal river flows and pollutant flux in the Little Bighorn River itself. So I hope to accomplish this by continuing to collect grab samples along the longitudinal profile of the Little Bighorn River. And then I've recently deployed long-term multi-parameter sensors that collect a variety of in situ water quality measurements. And of course, I'm working with the Arizona Laboratory for Emerging Contaminants on a chemical analysis using the various instruments that we do have in the lab. I am a very, very strong believer that our kids and our future generations do deserve the same quality of land and water that our ancestors had the joy of accessing, but had to fight so hard for. And so ultimately, I hope that my research contributes to any kind of effort of my tribe obtaining treatment as state status under the Clean Water Act, which would allow us to set our own water quality standards, which can be supported by our cultural and tribal uses. And that's very, very important for us. And so to close off, I just want to thank everyone for listening, and a huge thanks to my advisors, funders, and the unending assistance and support that I do receive from my field and lab help. Oho Gajila, thank you so much.